Welcome to the Underachieving Enthusiast Podcast. My name is Scott, and I have my lovely co-host Chris with me.
Hey! Oh, yeah.
And we're going to do a podcast today.
Wait. Co-host.
Co-host.
Am I now a co-host after that first episode?
I think I'm ready to take the plunge.
All right.
Co-host.
Nice.
Okay. So, welcome to the podcast, guys. As you know, I am Mr. Scott W. Bryant Wilson.
Jesus
That
Christ.
is not my name, actually. And I have my co-host now, officially, Chris with me. And today we are going to
and now that you said your full name, my name is Christopher Sir Williams III.
Okay, so...
Definitely not my name either, but thought I'd throw something in there.
So we are going to be discussing college life, and I actually did this topic before once, but my guest for that time was slightly inebriated. So we are going to do this again
Inebriated.
and make it better. So
Nice word.
what do you... I enjoy that word. That's a good word.
Inebriated.
What do you, Mr. Chris Sir William, the fifth...
Third.
Sorry.
Nice.
Pardon me. What do you find the most different about college versus high school?
Yeah. I know I'm not supposed to say a whole lot of us, but that's pretty much how to wrap it up. It's a whole lot of I'm always busy, but I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I know I don't do a whole lot, but I'm always really busy time, not able to take a nap. So, I don't know. I don't know where my time goes, but I know I'm having a lot of fun. I think the biggest thing is now I'm on my own, and it's really nice that in the last episode, I talked about how my mom's a single mother. In high school, she kind of gave me the freedom of staying up however late I wanted to stay up, going out with my friends, all that other kind of stuff.
Party.
Huh?
Party?
She let me party.
I meant just party because you could stay up late.
Oh, yeah.
I had a bedtime literally until my sophomore year of high school.
Nice.
And it was 10. Actually, I had to be in my room by 9:30, but I could go to bed whenever I wanted to, so it was actually a room time. Anyway, what were we saying?
Nice. Well, I didn't really have a bedtime starting. It was more starting like my junior, senior year with the whole like going out with friends and coming back whenever. Just because, I don't know. I guess the way she raised me, she told me at the beginning of my junior year that I'm much more of an adult than she ever was, and I'm more of an adult than she is at this point, and I'm much more responsible. And so it was kind of like she let me do it because she knew that I was always really serious. I graduated number 4 in my class, so I was always really serious about everything. So,
Wow.
if I went out one night and I stayed out really late and then I came back home and it was like 4 a.m., I would still get up and go to school the next day, just because that's how I was. I was not going to risk my school reputation because I wanted to sleep in.
Right.
And she knew that I was that way. So
It's not worth it, honestly.
Yeah. So coming here, it's really just testing myself on my own to see if I'll do it. And it's not even really that. It's pretty much just not having to deal with my mom. Like, I love my mom, but my mom's whole, like, do the dishes, pick up. Like, I don't have to deal with all that. Like, it's like, if I want my room to be dirty, cool. Dump out my drawers on the floor. It's dirty today.
I have noticed, though, I appreciate my family a lot more now that I'm not always around them than when I was. Like, when I was in high school and throughout my years of high school, I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to get on my own. College is going to be so great because I'll be by myself and it'll be awesome. But now that I'm in college, the few times that I do see my family, even though they're an hour away, it's still only every once in a while. But when I do see them, it's like, I love you guys. You're the best. You make me happy. Because they're so, like, they're like me. Since I came from them, obviously, and it's so refreshing just to see them now, and it's actually nice instead of like I hate you and I want to leave when in high school.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
It's the worst.
I have not seen my mom since then, and I lived with my mom, so that whole like, oh my god, I can't wait to leave. That was me, but I have not seen my mom since I got to college. Talked to her on the phone a lot, and even on the phone, I'm like, ugh. But I bet whenever I see her. Like, I mean, I call her, too, but it's just sometimes on the phone, like, Jesus Christ, no, But sometimes like
I hate you, Mom.
no, I'm never like that. Like that's where it's changed. Like I don't have like these like Jesus Christ. I wish that this was not how my mother acted, or like I didn't have those like. I wouldn't say I hate you, but it's not kind of like that. I don't have that anymore. It's like I can't wait to go see her during fall break simply because I want to see how that's changed. Like our relationship has changed since then.
It's definitely I think there's a greater sense of mutual respect between at least my family and I, because they know that I'm on my own and I'm doing my work and I'm succeeding. I mean, I guess. So
as far as they know,
as far as they know, I'm the best ever. So
good.
But I think there's much more of a mutual respect now that I know that I'm working my ass off and I'm actually doing the shit that I should be doing instead of screwing around in high school. Because in high school you can just bullshit your way through everything and have a great time and it be completely fine.
No, I'm having a great time here in college. You know what I'm saying? Having a great time eating some calf cookies.
Oh God, no!
I have not been to a party.
Okay, well, let's address that. One of the negatives of coming to college is the food, because we'll just be straight up with you. In college, you shit a lot, and it is not like it's bad. The food that they serve at the calf, if you eat upstairs all the time, you will be shitting your brains out, and that is not an exaggeration. That is a fact.
True shit.
True shit. But
get it?
True shit. I actually put in a paper that I just finished, no pun intended, because I was talking about Star Wars and the Force, and I said it was like a Volkswagen commercial. I was like, the Force they use behind this ad, and then I put in like hyphen, no pun intended, and I felt like a real writer right then. I don't know what made me think of that.
I don't know
either. I don't either.
Thanks for sharing.
Anyway,
thanks for sharing.
Brownie points. So, what else? What else is different?
Going back to the food, you're on your own. There's no one there to tell you, make sure you eat your vegetables. Like, making sure I eat healthy, I did not do that. I did not eat healthy for a long time.
No.
And then, like, starting last week, I started a diet and started working out, because I'm kind of a hefty fella if you ever meet me in person. But, I went from, like, eating... Like, there's Panda. There's tons of stuff. I was eating, like, Chick-fil-A twice a week and, like, Panda, like, at least twice a week.
It's like they're setting you up because they want you to be fat. Yeah. Like, they're not giving you the best options, because it's either upstairs where you kind of have decent options, but you can only eat the salad bar so many times, or it's fast food everywhere, which is not the best.
I mean, it is. It tastes amazing.
The best, but you feel bad. Like, I had, before class, I ate with Brianna, or I ate... She didn't eat. I ate because I'm a fat ass. And
you're a twig.
I'm a twig. I ate Panda, and even like walking to class afterwards, I was feeling it. Like, my body's like, you should not have put that in here. I don't like it, and it's really hard for me to digest. So just stop. so stop it.
So I'm gonna make you throw up 7 times
and go.
Good.
Got it. Oh man.
Hey, okay.
I am.
That's me. All right. Cool.
What else?
The next thing I would say is, I don't know. You get. Tell me. Okay, so this is really interesting. I had this you know how in the last podcast I talked about how when I listened to the CD player for the first time, it was it just clicked.
Yeah.
Well, one night it was here. I had this moment whenever it clicked to me that I was in the right place and where I'm supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Have you had that?
I have.
Have we talked about this before?
I remember you mentioning it, but I don't think I told you what my moment was.
Okay. Well, for the people listening, my moment, I was on the phone with my mom, and I had just done a lot of stuff this day. I met this chick. We hung out, and I played music. We did some music stuff together, and it was just like friendship. It was nothing more. So we were playing some music together, and it was just kind of cool. I mean, it was kind of because I'm not good with collaborating with other people instrumentally. If you want to come record stuff, I've got you there, but I can't really. I'm very specific when it comes to the way I want music to sound. So if it's not exactly that way, I don't like it. Mm-hmm. So that's my problem when it comes to like collaborating with people. So, it was anything big. She was playing her guitar and I was playing my ukulele, and it was just something fun. And then, anyway, I just had a bunch of class. I learned so much that day. Like, my brain didn't hurt, but I was like, I just grew like 37 new brain wrinkles because I had learned so much that day. So I was coming back to Scott.
Coming home to his baby.
Yeah, this is Scott, the dorm facility. And I was coming back, and I went up in my room, and then I went out with some friends, and we ate some food, and it just kind of clicked that I was on my own. And I was like, I need to call my mom. I forgot why. But I was standing outside, and I just happened to glance up, and the stars were out. In the distance, I could see and kind of hear the fountain, and I saw the clock tower at our school, and I looked in the opposite direction. I saw the mountains and the fog. This is like late at night, so like I don't know how I was seeing this. It was like it barely seeing the fog.
Could have been like a hallucination. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, but like I was seeing the mountains, and then like I could barely see like the steam coming off of it because it's like the Great Smoky Mountains, so I could see like the smoke coming off of it, the fog, and it smacked me like I was redhead stepchild or something. I was like, damn. And I literally started to cry on the phone with my mom. I was like, I know I'm in the right place.
Yeah,
This
I've
is
had
it.
that moment too.
Yeah.
I was brought to tears as well. It was not out in the university, but it was before everyone got here because we had to be here for a band camp a week early. And the way our band camp works is that the freshmen come in, and we have like 3 or 4 days before the vets come in. And I just remember being so excited for like the rest of the band to get here because even with just the freshmen, it was only like 200 people, and our band has 500 people in it, so there was a good chunk missing. And we sounded really good just as freshmen, like we were as like a really really good band just as freshmen. But then when all the vets came in, we were in the recital hall in Coulter, and that is a closed area. It's a room. It's not outside, and we just started playing, and the amount of volume that was in that room was incredible, and it was so it was crazy. That, and on our first football game, we go in between what are the two honor storms named? Balsam and
Blue Ridge.
We go in between Balsam and Blue Ridge, and we arc up and we play Salvation is Created, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. And at the very end, we get so loud, and it echoes for like miles around, and it's so crazy. And then after we finished that, as soon as he cut us off to finish it, I was tearing up because that in that moment is like, this is exactly where I needed to be, and I could not be happier. And I texted my brother who went through Western's band after that, and I was like, Chris, I could not have picked a better school. This is perfect. And every time I walk to class, or like early in the mornings where that fog is still kind of over the mountains and it's cool and it's quiet, it's beautiful every time, and I could not have picked a better school to come to.
Yeah. And
it just makes me happy every single day. I wake up.
Same, yeah. Like even talking about this kind of gets me emotional.
Yeah.
And
it's just like, it's a facility, but it's home. It's our home away from my parents, and this is the first time we're all on our own.
Yeah, it's like the first time. Like, I don't know why it's like hitting me in my feelings right now. Like I feel some tears in the back of my eyes. Like, especially for me, I used to live here, and going from living in this area to like cities and other stuff, and coming back, I never wanted to move here move from here in the first place. I was like devastated that I had to move. And the fact that I moved back, my pre-K best friend, like we were friends since the beginning, like fresh out the womb, slapping each other's skin, you know. Like he
what?
The very first day, I moved in a day early, and once I got everything done, I just was like, forget it, I'm just gonna go to bed. So then the next morning, I get up and I go around. I'm looking at everybody's layouts in their room. And I walk into one room, I was like, hey, do you mind if I check out the layout? And they're like, yeah, sure. I look up, and staring at me is my best friend from, bestie from, day one out of the womb is sitting right there on the bed. I'm like,
was it Tim?
What the? No.
Oh, was it Tim?
No, Tim down the hall. Me and him went to pre-K, kindergarten, daycare. We were friends since we were like 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him since 6th grade. Well, I moved way before then, but like we saw each other a few years after that every summer, and then I never got to see him again, and then walked down the hall and he's on my floor, dude, on the same hall as me, and it was just like whoa, and I don't know. I was like crying and I was like on the phone and I was like, I'm where I'm supposed to be, and like a week later I'm like, I hope you know this is where I'm gonna live. Just letting you know
Forever.
there.
Every time, on your way out, I don't know if you go the same direction I did to go home, or you haven't gone home, but when
I have not.
when you go past the hospital going towards the highway and the mountains behind it,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I
every
used to
time.
pass that every day.
Every time I go
Yeah.
past it, I say like in the car, like that's beautiful. Because whenever we would come to Western for like Chris's, my brother's stuff, I would never see it because you're going the opposite direction. And then when we would come back, it was nighttime, so I never got to see it. And I only like recently saw it one weekend when I was heading home, and it was like actually afternoon, and I could see outside, and it was like breathtaking. I was, oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's just little moments like that happen all the time around campus. It's just this is perfect.
My grandpa died in that hospital.
Huh.
Yeah.
Great.
Great way to
Fantastic.
just wrap up that thought. I used to pass that every day. Like, that's another big thing. Like, imagine what you're feeling right now for the rest of your life. Like, that's how it was living down here.
If I ever have to go to the hospital, I would choose that hospital any day.
I'm in
Just so I can
California.
look out
My
the
heart
window.
is about to explode. Send me to North Carolina.
I don't care where I am in the country or the world. Send me there. I just found rubber pallets from band rehearsal because we had it on the field. I just found some in my pocket.
Great.
So that's pretty fun. You have anything else in the college experience?
It's fun. Oh, and this is another thing that I didn't really notice. When picking a college, you don't ever think of anything other than their majors. Like that, for me at least. That's all I thought about. I was like, do they have what I want? Cool. Is the program good? Cool. Awesome. I did not think it hit me on like this level. And like, I think it's really interesting that that's pretty much all I looked at. That and the fact, I mean, I used to live here, so I know the area kind of well. Well, I know Silva, which is like 5 minutes away, perfectly. As to how it was before I moved. So there's some things that are different, but anyway, not what I'm trying to say. So I didn't really pick it based on like anything other than it's a really good school and it's, like it has what I wanted. And for it to affect me in the way it has is just outstanding. Like, I know if I would have picked any other college, I might have been happy, but I would not have the friends that I have. I would not have anything. Scott, I would not have any of the like experience that I already have. And some days while I'm here, I'm just sad or like upset about something, and then I just like look out the window. I'm like, I can't be sad. Like this is just too great. And going from picking, I want to major in this field to, holy shit, I'm home. That's outstanding. That is like what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is where you make friends for like the rest of your life. I mean, This is where it happens.
Hey, Scott.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to address, I think this is going to wrap it up. Western, whenever you're in high school, people are like, oh, Western's a party school. That is bullshit, because literally any college is a quote-unquote party school because it's all a bunch of 18 and up year olds away from their parents for the first time, and there's alcohol. What the hell else do you think is going to happen? That just bothers me so much. Like, Western's a party school. Yeah, every university is a party school. Are you kidding me?
Actually, what people who say Western's a party school are going off the old statistical data that we used to actually be a big party school. We are now not a big party school. ECU is a huge party school, but now Western is like, I mean, it might still be in like the top 10, but even then, I've been here for, I haven't been here for October, September,
2 months?
to a little bit more than 2 months.
Yeah.
So we've been here for a little bit more than 2 months, and I still have not been to a party.
Yeah.
I've been invited to a few, but I still haven't gone.
Yeah.
Like, it can be a party school all it wants to be. It also has to do with is that what you want to do with your life? And then
Exactly.
it also comes with the control of being the adult and knowing what's best for you.
Exactly. Is that really how you want to spend your weekends? And it's fun, yeah. I've yet to go to a party. I've only been like out looking for one once, and that was unsuccessful because it was a Sunday.
And it's weird. Like when you're like, I don't want to go to parties. So it's like, dude, I go to party.
Yeah, it's like all these
great.
parties crop up, and then like the moment you want to go to a party, it's like, there's none anywhere. So
sorry guys, we're not partying this weekend.
Don't worry about it.
We're heading home. Great.
Later.
Later, Tater.
Well, plus, I mean, Western's like growing its, I think, reputation of being an actual good academic school because, I mean, they're building new dorms right where the old convenience store used to be because of the massive influx of students. I mean, there's 10,000 people here. My brother went here 5 years ago, 6, 7, 8 years ago. There was only like 8,000, 7,000, or 8,000. And just in 8 years, it's been like exponential.
Yeah,
It's
and
ridiculous.
it's really interesting that the college has grown like that. When my mom went here, the current cafeteria was not there. Yeah, Brown was the cafeteria I think that we went to. There's a bunch of stuff that's different now. There was no fountain. That whole walkway and the stairs, that was a road.
Yeah,
that was not...
They built that when my brother was here because
Yeah.
they were. I think they got the new gym done first, and there was like a really thin sidewalk going from the UC and around where all that construction was for the fountain and everything. But there's this tiny little sidewalk that funneled thousands of students around all the construction, for a year or so. Like, they put a lot of work into here.
Yeah.
Every time I look at Ramsey, the building by the football stadium, it's incredible because that is a huge ass building.
Yeah,
and it's all
that was here when my mom was here.
Really?
It was. As a little kid during a WCU basketball game, I mopped the floor.
Hell yeah!
Like as soon as the ref would blow the whistle, I'd run out with my rag and just like rub the floor and then run back.
Oh, you didn't even have like the mop on a stick. You had a rag.
I had a rag.
They didn't even give you a stick.
Guess what? Best experience ever because the whole basketball game I was just sitting on the floor like, oh my god!
I can't wait for him to fall down so I can wipe their sweat up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, do you have anything else for the college experience? Because I think I am about finished.
Live it.
Yeah, this is. They are exactly correct when they say that this is the best time of your life.
And it hasn't even been a full year.
No.
The stress is crazy.
It is unreal.
The debt.
The amount of work.
You got it. You got some debt, dog. But honestly, like, I am so happy. Like,
couldn't be in a better place.
If I don't know.
Because now we're in this state where we're adults and we're on our own and we're completely responsible. But we're still not all the way responsible because we don't have like a house and a family and like a job.
We're responsible without the responsibilities.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And 4 years of this, I couldn't be happier.
Yeah,
this
dude.
is going to be great.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think that is going to wrap up the college experience. This has been another 20-minute episode.
Nice.
And I fully intended this to be like a 10-minute episode, but I just can't stop talking because we talk a lot.
Me neither. I am totally like if you want 10-minute episodes, you gotta let me know.
We're gonna set a timer and like cut ourselves off, but that's gonna wrap it up for us, guys. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Be sure to follow us and like and all that good shit, and we will see you in the next episode.
Swagadoodle.
Peace.